The death of George Floyd literally changed the world in so many different ways. And I don't know about you, but my kids have been asking about the Black Lives Matter movement. They wanted to know everything, particularly why someone's skin color can cause them to be killed, and why people focus so much about someone's race and treat them differently. And you know, when you hear these questions, you realize quickly that racism is not something that you are born with, but something you have been taught, whether explicitly or through example. And as parents, I think we have a huge responsibility to teach our children to respect and treat others with kindness and love, regardless of their race, religion, or even sexual orientation. I have been talking with my boys about race because I don't want the media, and you know the media sometimes, the television or even social media, to teach them something that I think we should be teaching our kids at home. And I kept it very simple. So one of the things I did was to show them pictures of different people in pairs. One was light skinned and the other had a darker complexion. They also had different hair color, height, and so forth. So I asked them to tell me the difference between the two. They started to talk about the height, the hair, but there was no mention or skin color as a difference, because let's face it, children don't see color or race. And this exercise opened up a discussions about race and why people feel the way they do. And my youngest was particularly confused because in his absolutely adorable innocence, he couldn't understand the concept of why someone will see another race as less. And he said something to me that I want to share with you, so deep and profound. He said, "Mom, racism will not stop until the person removes it from their heart." So yes, this is my youngest autistic son teaching everybody that the solution lies within ourselves, and not just what we see, but how we really feel. With our oldest, we talk a lot about the Black Lives Matter movement and why it is important for all of us to understand that African Americans should feel safe to go out and not be terrified to meet a police officer that might abuse their power and end up killing them. It is absolutely insane to me to think that we are in 2020 and we're talking about this. We have to. We have to teach our kids these things because the world is changing, and it is changing very rapidly. And as a minority, I want my kids to always be safe. And at the same time, making sure they understand that some experiences they might encounter in their future should not and cannot be used to categorize an entire group of people. So we as parents can become part of the solution by speaking out when we observe racism in action, and in this way teach our kids through example. We cannot stand idle and ignore when someone is being treated like trash due to their race, because as someone said, first they came for the socialist, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionist, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me.